I remember I traded this thing way back, and the volume's absolutely amazing. The wheat sector has been just absolutely traumatized here. But once it starts to pick up, this thing can absolutely get going. We've seen this thing go from 1 buck all the way to 3, hitting this upper Keltner channel, which is this red band here. And if it gets close to this green band, it usually is a great opportunity for a buy zone. But yeah, I'm looking at this thing. It never had a reverse split. They're having talks of, there's some things that, maybe it might do a reverse split. The target price is cut to $1 from $2 by Piper Sandler. It's maintained as neutral. I really think this thing can have a turnaround. The volume is absolutely nice. 28 million volume. It's getting 20 million volume every day, and you can see like all throughout the past of the stock, there's been volume all the time. So you could definitely tell there's people that's been buying this. There's bulls and bears on this. Next thing I like to look at is this EMA 5. We haven't touched it in 4 daily candles. But here's the thing, there's just not much wiggle room, not much room up to this thing. You're looking at a 4% return. So people are like, asking me, hey, should I get into Tilray? It's just, the wiggle room, when this thing went down 21%, there was a nice bullish candle coming up from here. We had this earnings, right? They didn't have a good earnings. You can read up on that. They have reported third quarter losses. But I do think this thing can recover. I'm just trying to see if I can get into these lower 40 cents regions, right? If I can get to that lower 40-cent region and I can see more EMA 5, maybe more room up to this EMA 5 instead of just 4%, I would love to take this trade. Even to the EMA 10, you're looking at that 10% mark, and then the 20, you're looking at a 22%. So I'm not really sure if we're going to have that reverse split as we're going to see. I don't like it that it's been under this dollar mark, for quite some time actually. But we'll see. My thing is I like to give it at least 7 days from the 5. We're at 4 days. Even if you can get a smaller gain, this is a nice. I like this. I like this company. I've been trading this thing a long time, way before this. It's based in the United States, in New York. I don't think this is going to go away. So I definitely am looking into this, getting into this. I just want to see if we can get into this bottom area of low 40 cents region. We just had the earnings, so we don't have to worry about that. The next thing I want to see is the KDJ. Maybe the KDJ can be a little bit lower. The KDJ is at a 22.54, so it could be a little lower than it was. I'm looking, maybe the end of this week, I'll look to get into this. All right, we got 4 days away from the MA5. Maybe give it 2 or 3 more days away from it. And then we're going to look for that EMA 5 retest type pattern, or even 10. These are my 2 targets. Unfortunately, we did hit the 10 just recently here. But as you can see, all in price action, price is going to touch the 5, the 10, and the 20. When price gets away from the 5, it goes up. When price gets away from the 20, it goes up. And obviously, it's in a downtrend. So I don't want to hold this thing long till I start to see this EMA 50 become an uptrend. The last time we touched the EMA 50 was all the way back in January 8th, 2025. So we could come back and retest that EMA 50. That is a big possibility, right? Because we know price action is going to retest these areas. That's a 54% return. With a stock that has this much volume, this stock, is going to retest that. I mean, look at this. All through price history, we had this EMA 50 gap. We retested. This is when we had this nice solid uptrend, but a lot of these stocks don't keep these uptrends, so just keep in mind, I'd rather trade this on the downtrend. You can see right here was a beautiful uptrend we were making, come back to the EMA 50 and retest up. So that's what I really want to see here, is a retest of this EMA 50 for the home run target. I think this is a great buy area for Tilray. We'll see what this does, guys. This is one of those stocks that I'm like, holy crap, can't believe it's at 40 cents, right now. So I like this thing. We'll keep it on eye. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, you guys are more than welcome to join. Click the link down below in YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. And when you do, you'll get access to everything. You're going to have my swing trades, my day trades, my education, my live streams. You guys are going to love my day trading service. If you liked a brief scenario on how I do an analysis of Tilray and how I look to get the exact bottom or get near it, you're going to love my day trading strategy that has a 90% win ratio. All you have to do is click on hashtag day trade alerts right up in here, and you get access to everything. It's $12 a month. It will never go away. All right, you'll be grandfathered into one of the best Discords out there that's going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys transparency. You guys are going to know what I look to do. You guys are going to know if you guys ever need any help. Learn the day trading strategy. This has changed my life. This has making me money every day, and I put this money into my swing trades. It's just been absolutely awesome. We just won another credit spread on bear calls. We did some futures. My swing trade alerts. We just won on LPRO. We just made over 10% on that. Using this exact system, I'm looking for that reversion to the mean. Reversion to the mean is always going to happen. It's a guarantee. LPR, TLRY, I think we can get up into this EMA 50 in time. But as always, look for this 5, 10, and 20 for your short-term targets. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to join the Discord, click the link down below. If you subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. If you have an Android, you will have to do it on your computer because they're having trouble with that. But $12 a month, that's a steal, guys. Hope